Hi class, my name is Chi Ngo and today I will be making a reflection video about what I have learned in this class. And first of all, I would like to mention that I have never held a job before, and that's why I have little knowledge regarding the area of human resource management. However, I think that it's very important to learn about human resource management because it's a vital part of public administration as our concentration. Um, and since I take this course and read the book and participate in all the activities, I have learned and gained a lot of knowledge regarding the practice of human resource management. First of all, when we think about human resource management, we just have a very vague ideas of what they does, what they do, and most people think that they do the planning, recruiting, paying employee, maintaining workforce, and work benefit related, or they manage the employees. But since I read the book and take this course, I have realized that there is more to human resource management, and it's actually holds very complex duties and within an organization. And to be fair, human resource management can be seen as the backbone and the strength of an organization because if a human resource department in an organization work ineffectively, you can see that reflect through the performance of employees and ultimately through the production and the products of the company that's gonna reflect the company reputation and also influence the earnings, of course. And that's why it's very important to learn about the roles of human resource management and to learn how to manage human resource effectively so we can manage the best outcome for our future workplace or organization. And one of the interesting and vital topics I would like to talk about today is what I learned about the recruiting process within human resource management and how it affects a company and actually how it affects the whole economy in general. And first of all, um, the recruiting process of a human resource management company is different from company to company. It depends on the requirement that a company have in its future employees. So the human resource management department is gonna take the responsibility to reflect that requirement into the guidelines to find new employees who fit the description and have the ability to perform the job successfully. And in order to do that, they go through different type of recruits. It's either online recruiting or they partner with university to find student with a major that gonna fit in with the jobs, or they can outsourcing the job to other countries who speak English and have a efficient cost of labors. And all of those methods influence the outcome of the future employees, the quality of the quality of the performance of those employees. So it's very critical that this process of recruitment is taken carefully. So one of the things that I think is important right now that a lot of company misses is um, all those companies, they usually prefer someone with experience, and that really narrow the pool of applicants that qualify for the position. And um, it's hard really to find somebody with experience and capability and looking for work, because most people have experience and capability should have find a good position within an organization or a company already. So I think that human resource management department should be more open to new employees, in training, or give people who don't have experience the necessary training so they can have more experience regarding the job. Because regardless of what we learn in school or in university or in the job, most of the knowledge that we remember and we work with is the practical knowledge that we have from working. And if we're not allowed a chance to actually experience those working environment, then it's very hard to find to maintain a workforce that have experience or that's fit for the requirements. So that is one point I would like to make. That is also a problem because a lot of graduates from university and college cannot find a job because they don't have the necessary experience. But if we open more, we have more position for those new interns and new people to come in the company and take the training, then I believe that there's a high chance of success, and those people will be able to learn real quick and satisfies the requirements for the company needs. And secondly, I would like to talk about the outsourcing of jobs. Um, I think it depends on the job requirements and the company focus that where so it's really depends whether it's appropriate or not to outsourcing jobs. And a lot of companies and organizations um, go to the route of outsourcing job now because of the cost of labor. They want to cut the cost. They want to cut the cost of labor. They don't want to pay a lot of benefit, health insurance that are required by laws, and in the long run, I think it's come back and then undermine the quality of service and the quality of the products of that company, and essentially it will destroy their reputation and take away customer or potential customer because of the lack of service, which in my perception is a failure. For example, a lot of companies now outsourcing jobs at call centers or um, uh, customer service representatives to other country, especially a country like India where English is a second language. However, I think those companies lacking in the recruitment process because most of those people who speak English as a second language have in India have a very hard time communicating with customer, which equals more hours, and it's also create frustration for the customer because usually when you call customer service you already have some frustration, you want somebody to be able to help you, but the inability to communicate your problem with the person who's supposed to help really make the customer angry and disappointed in the company and its service. So there's an area where you can outsourcing the jobs, but I think you have to do it very carefully. Otherwise, you can cut the costs right now for the labor, but in the future, the company quality and service and perceptions will be undermined, and it will create a failure. It will set up failures for the company that is preventable and manageable, and that is one of the two interesting point that I can relate when I think about human resource management and its role in a company, and how how the job of human resource management affects the outcome of a company or an organization. And hopefully in the future I will be able to learn and apply more concept from the book to the real working environment, and to learn more about the potential and the capability of human resource management. Thank you so much for listening.